All right, everyone, this will be my negation argument on our project. So, those who commit crimes in our society are a virus that infects our societal norms. But when a child does it, we have time to cure the individual before they are completely enveloped in a downward thinking. Juveniles should never be tried as adults. Not only are they not cognitively developed, but they oftentimes lack the structure in their life to succeed. It is not only our civic duty, but our moral obligation to help nurture and stabilize our youth, no matter the crime. I negate juveniles being charged as adults for any crime, including murder in the first degree. The psychological effects of caging a confused, often abused, and uneducated youth for life causes severe and unnerving torture. How can someone who barely cognitively affirm right from wrong be able to process a life behind bars? In Brought Back to Life from the Suffolk University Law Review, Volume 49, Issue 1, Aaron D. Knight states that a sentencing term of mandatory life without the possibility of parole is not only unconstitutional for juvenile homicide offenders, but is furthermore considered to be cruel and unusual punishment when applied to juveniles under the Eighth Amendment. A life behind bars will not help these children. Juveniles that kill for whatever reason are just still kids, confused, scared, and many times isolated. The events leading up to murder are more times than not complicated and convoluted, especially in the immature mind of a pre-teenager or teenager. Instead of locking them up for life, we should be asking ourselves what we can do to help these broken souls. The research done on juvenile criminal offenders, especially those who have committed homicide, are few. In studies that have been done, rehabilitation and one-on-one guidance has been found to reconstruct the outlook on youths who have committed heinous crimes. Cognitively, young adults do not fully mature until we are at least in our mid-20s. The crimes enacted as youths are just a product of adolescence gone wrong. In the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health, published in 2017 in Volume 14, Issue 2, Michael Baglivo and Kevin Wolf performed a study of almost 6,000 offenders. Overwhelmingly, troubling statistics followed. 45% were black, 70% were male, 16% were arrested on their first offense by age 12, and 4% were arrested for a sexual felony. Less than 5% were honor students at the time of the first arrest, with 6% having a GPA below 1.0 and 3% habitually truant. 63% were habitually antisocial, 37% had witnessed violence of some kind, and 34% had a parent or guardian who had been to jail or prison. 12% had been charged of mental health diagnosis. What we have here are children without guidance. The only way to prevent them from being hardened criminals is to show them that they are not only wanted but loved, that their contribution in society matters, and to prove to them daily they are capable of doing good and helping others as they help themselves. The history of the juvenile justice system is a complicated one. Today we can see the progression with which the judicial system as a whole is trying their best to assist in the rehabilitation of youths gone wrong. In Brought Back to Life from Suffolk County Law Review, Volume 49, Issue 1, Aaron D. Knight explains that because of a juvenile's character has yet to fully develop, a court must weigh an individual's factors on character to determine their lack of maturity and how it can contribute to the offense. Also, she states that every juvenile is different in terms of maturity level and mental capabilities. And because of this, Court should weigh each case individually and give a caring approach to the sentence of these children. To make a positive impact on our at-risk youth, we need to nurture them, take care of them. Their predisposition to crime is not their fault. They are still cognitively malleable and can be guided to a positive path. We have come a long way from our past of changing these fragile youths as adults. We must continue to take steps towards assisting and rehabilitating troubled juvenile offenders, even those who have been involved with homicide. There is hope.